party. So I wasn't gonna make another video until a new event dropped. I don't really care about like leaked characters or who's next or whatever. I just don't give a damn. You know, when it's in the game, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna see how it is. I don't like doing random speculation. Any of that nonsense, man. I don't care. I don't care. I don't do clickbait. I don't want to do none of that, man. But what it is, I logged in today. Let me tell you something. I logged in today and I was confused. I was like, yo, where is Battle Rewind? So for 5 hours, this wasn't available. So I was like, what is going on? That's kind of weird. You know, they didn't give us any patch notes or anything like that. I was scratching my head. So whilst I was scratching my head, I started talking to people. And they started telling me things, and I was like, oh my God, it all makes sense. See, I didn't know about this. There was an exploit going on. People were infinitely farming these keys, you know, the keys we use for the stamp corridor. And I was like, oh my God, it all makes sense. Because the week I started, right? So literally the first couple of days that I started playing this game, when I was talking to people here, they were like free to play. They had like 5 out of 5. Like I'm talking day 1, day 2. They had like 5 out of 5 battle stamps. They had 5 out of 5 for him, 5 out of 5 for Byakuya, 5 out of 5 for everybody. And I was scratching my head. I'm like, man, I can't even get one of these because I don't have enough keys. I had to go here to buy these keys. I'm like, what is going on? So when I started asking them, they started saying stuff like, oh, well, you know, this game, you can exploit it. There's this and that. There's a lot of things about, you know, ways around getting those stamps, right? Or getting things you want, you know, an easier way. They didn't tell me what it was. And to be honest, I didn't really push it or didn't really want to, you know, I didn't really ask them either. I just like, oh, okay, whatever. I don't really care. So I'm being blunt. I just didn't care. Because I was playing this game the way I wanted to play it. I was having fun, and I still am, you know. I'm playing it my own way. But today, it turns out those little guys, those little goobers, they got caught. I don't know if one of them flexed too hard. I don't know if someone's like, hey, guys, look, I got 10,000 keys or 1,000 keys or whatever. But they got caught. Because of one guy, two guys, whatever it was, people got caught, and they patched it. So that's why this wasn't available for 5 hours today. They patched it, and the other thing is, they banned those people. Anyone that did this exploit got banned. Now, if you're wondering, you know, what they were doing exactly, you know, I can show you, because it's kind of interesting. I don't know how the hell they found this out, but what basically I was told was they would go here, they would go on team up, they would go here, and then they would click assist battle. Now you see that disappeared, right? And it said, you know, you're not gonna get rewards at the end of this. But see, that's what the exploit was. So they would start the fight, they would beat on the enemy. It didn't really matter which difficulty you picked. That was all on you, right? If you want to do the hardest, it is what it is. You can go for it. But you know, you beat on him, and when you're done beating on him, hold on. I mean, damn, like, which difficulty did I select? The fact he can take that much damage from me is kind of crazy, yo. I was wailing on him the last time I did this. Last time I was in, like, testing it. Hey, man, I didn't do this. I promise I didn't do no exploit, man. Don't get me banned, man. So, yeah, I don't know. He's taking a lot. Damn, boy. Yo, what the heck? Yo, I must have, like, accidentally picked the toughest difficulty or something, because he is not taking damage. But it is what it is. It doesn't really matter, right? So now at this point, what people would do was they would restart the app, right? So the way I would do, I just do this, boom, jump back in. So after restarting the app, what happens is you go back into the, you know, the fight selection part. So, you know, let me jump back. Basically, you go back to the fight selection part, and it'll tell you, do you want to continue? You press continue, but you'll notice at the bottom, like it unselects the assist battle. So when it unselects this assist battle, what you then do is when you jump back in, you start wailing on the boss. You start really beating him up and basically win the fight. When you win that fight, you get the rewards. The rewards that the rewards that the game said you wouldn't get, you would get them. And you keep on doing this again and again and again and again, and you can infinitely farm the keys. So that's what people were doing. And my God, is it taking forever, man? Let me log in. But it doesn't really matter, right? I already told you what it is. So the moment I jump in, I'll continue the fight, beat him, and then I get the rewards. Obviously now it's been passed. That's not the case. You do jump back in. You do get the option of jumping back in. You do the fight, but you don't get the rewards anymore. Now, like I said, those little goobers that did do this, I'm sure they were having fun, jumped in the rankings, did whatever, came number one, the teams are super strong, whatever. Don't care. I wasn't hating on them, but at the same time, I wasn't I wasn't envious of them doing some stuff like this now, even though I didn't know about it. Now that I know about it, I'm not envious of them being I don't know, coming first in these right here, because of that, they had like a mad advantage. Because, early start of the game, your team was like really, really, really strong, right? And then, whatever event we had available, which I think was Geen, man. I don't remember now at this point, but I don't really care what you got, right? In terms of the rankings, a lot of them were pretty much just number one because the teams were so strong, right? So I don't really care about that. But for the people that did, or a lot of people that did pay money and all that stuff into the game, they're looking at it, they're like, man, that ain't fair. We didn't even know about it. So because of that, I guess the devs are like, man, we're not dealing with that. We're just gonna block you. So it is interesting that they took care of it. I'm not gonna lie, kind of late though, because like I said, I kind of knew about it. I didn't know about the exploit, but I knew that people were doing something since pretty much the week I started, and they didn't do anything about it, man. This is like the third week, and now they're getting blocked, and now this gets gets an update. But it is what it is. If you enjoyed yourself, you had like a side account and you were doing that, that's cool, man. I'm not hating on you. It is what it is. But for people that didn't know about it, now you do. I thought I'll share that information with you. And all I will say to you is though, man, like in the future, I'm sure there's gonna be other exploits that you're gonna find in this game. Look, man, like I said, right now, completely free to play. Have not done any summons of whatever. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest with you, my character is respectfully strong. Like they're alright. They're not the best. This guy doesn't even have like a copy yet, you know what I mean? So I've got literally no ascension in this guy, but just with these three, just with this guy, I'm able to just clear easily and have fun at the same time. I really like Ikaku, man. I really do, man. Even in the show, he was like my favorite character, which is kind of weird to say, I know, because he wasn't on the screen that much. And the second time in his major fight that he was in, he refused to do his Bonkai guy's ass kicked. I get it. But I think he's a goofy character, man. I like him. He's pretty chill. I really like Kenpachi and whatever. So the characters I do like, I will 9 times out of 10 summon, and then I will probably stick with them too. And because I didn't do any exploits, I ain't doing all that, and it's enough for me to play the game and just get through everything. I think for you guys too, if an exploit comes, you can ignore the fact that you might get blocked, right? You might be like, I might get lucky, and then you might. But at the end of the day, it's going to spoil the game for you, man. This gradual improvement, gradually your team's getting better. Gradually, you're increasing your levels. That's a part of the game. There's not much going on in this game, man. So if you start exploring and trying to max out everything, you're just doing it to be, I don't know, man. I don't know why you would want to do that, because at the end of the day, that gives you even less to do in the game. You know what I mean? I'd rather take my time. At least I know, okay, maybe down the line I might have a 6 out of 6 Ikaku, but I damn sure don't have him now. You know what I mean? So at least there's something for me to look forward to. What have you got to look forward to? Use exploits, and then your account is just basically perfect. What are you gonna do from that point, forward? Nothing. It's a boring game from that point, So I haven't said that. It is what it is. If there are future exploits, my personal advice to everybody is, don't do it. I'm talking about myself. If I knew about this even on week 1, I wouldn't have bothered, man. I don't care. I still get enough out of the game itself. The game gives me keys when it does. Weekly, I collect these and I just do it. You know what I mean? I don't care. If I get lucky, I get one of Ikaku's stamps or his, I don't care, man. It's good enough for me. So, but yeah, it's crazy, right? If you didn't know about it, this kind of blew my mind. Because I was like, what the hell is going on here? Why is this not available? Turns out, y'all guys found an exploit. And boy, oh boy, did you exploit that. Because, yeah, man, like I said, I looked at a lot of people 6 out of 6, free to play. 5 out of 5. And I was like, 5 out of 5, everybody? Man, I've been playing since the game dropped. I don't even have the battles. I don't even have the snap for this guy yet. So yeah, man. That happened. If you didn't know, now you know. So yeah, like I said, in the future, it's up to you if you want to do it or not. My advice: don't do it. And I'm lucky I didn't know about it because, say hypothetically, say for a second, if I turned into a goober real quick and I did it, my account would be banned right now. You know how frustrated and like angry I would be after actually doing legitimately putting in so much time and effort and just like building these guys up, and I really like the game too, and then get banned. Man, get the hell out of here, man. I think, man, that was the worst thing ever, man. That ain't worth no 5 out of 5 stamps, man. That's just my opinion, but I'm not wrong right there. So anyway, catch you guys later when the next event shows up. And if it is difficult, if there's gonna be like a need to make a guide or whatever, I will. But yeah, until then, we out of here. Until all the goobers that got banned. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha.